What up, YouTube? It's your boy Korean Jesus here with another reaction. Apparently, Twomad died. I have no idea who he is. Apparently, he's a meme lord or something. A lot of weirdos are celebrating his death or whatnot. And so I have no idea who he is. So I'm going to go ahead and check it out. And remember to like and subscribe and do all that good stuff. And if you're looking at my headphones, yeah, avoid the headphone dent, guys. Get some quality Sennheiser HD with the split headband. This was made for DJing so you can move your head around and it won't fall off, but I've noticed that I don't have a headphone dent because this thing's always moving around, very lightweight. Anyways, let's get into the video.
Probably heard the news that YouTuber Twomad was found dead at 23 of suspected overdose. After a welfare check was done, he missed a lot of appointments he was supposed to go to, so they sent people to check on him, and they found him unresponsive, and he had passed away. And the reaction from the internet is mixed at best. But before we get to all that, first off, all right, who was Twomad? Now, if you don't know, Twomad is a YouTuber who started 5 years ago, like making very mean charged, like unhinged kind of content. Like you got like this one here that's like breaking into McDonald's, which I mean from BTS. Other popular ones like would you say the N-word for an iPhone? Belle Delphine mailed me her. Who is Joe? Joe Mama.
Joe Mama.
And other people may be familiar with Twomad from all the YouTube videos covering the drama that he's been through.
Wait, people are mad at him for these stupid meme videos?
Who are seeing his Twitter rants over the past couple of years, because Twomad got caught up in some allegations, some sexual assault allegations were put out against him. Some stuff went to court. Even like back in the in the article, the Daily News here. This is the picture they picked of him, the salute. But even in here, they talk about Goldie Bell claiming that he stalked her when he tried to cut ties, and he goes on these long Twitter rants about what happened, and there's like there's a whole rabbit hole you can go down if you want to. And then he also got in trouble on Twitter for making a post saying that he has a new girlfriend. Look, now this person here was a 16-year-old trans girl who was murdered and under the suspicion of a hate crime. He says he didn't know at the time, but then later doubled down saying, hey, look, Twomad GF, she's 8, trans, got stabbed to death by bullies. No.
God.
First of all, anything that goes on Twitter is a cesspool. That's the closest thing that America has to India in America. Meaning it's just a giant cesspool. Everywhere you walk around, it's shit. You have to try very hard not to step in shit, but no matter where you go, you're stepping in shit. Alright? I mean, I used to go to Twitter before I uninstalled it a few days ago, but it was solely to just go on there and shit on people. Like, there's no other reason to go on there other than to just shit on people.
So after he found out, he went back and doubled down.
I mean, no one truly understands Twomad. It was very unfiltered and just, I wouldn't even say like there was no concept of like holding back anything. It was just and
that's hilarious. That's a true comedian. It doesn't matter. He tried to make a joke. It turned out to be bad, and so you double down on it. It's even funnier. Okay, so that person died, but that has nothing to do with him. People make terrible jokes. I mean, Twomad's dead and people are making terrible jokes about him dying. So what's the difference between that trans person and him dying, right?
The guy had like 200 tweets a day. The guy was, but like the guy like just kind of
200 tweets. I'm telling you, Twitter is the internet cesspool. It is where people just go to defecate and shit. There's porn on there, hate crime, there's race, there's everything. Except for anti-Semitism. But for some reason, Elon Musk is like, no, no, no. That one, they get special privileges, you know, but there's no conspiracy behind that. Moving forward. Destroyed
his content creation career very quickly, and then this last video he had on this channel was over a year ago. He went on to some people's podcasts where he would rant and about all kinds of stuff. He was, to put it into perspective, like content creation kind of like, in my mind, I have like a bar, and I'm like zero is the content creators that just do not care what's happening in the space. They're just doing their own thing. They're staying away from everything. They don't care. They're minding their own business, doing their own thing. Think of like current PewDiePie, right? He's a zero. He like could not care less about what's going on and is not involved. Doesn't want to be involved in anything. And then you have 10, which is the people who were like, oh, my numbers are better than you, so I'm better. Do you not know who I am? Blah, blah, blah. My life is my content. I'm freaking... The content creators you just can't stand to be around as anybody, even a content creator. Twomad was a 12.
Oh, no. Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. I consider myself to be somewhere between like 2 and 5, and I kind of bounce between those. But
Between 2 and 5.
That's a really strange metric to just invent to prove a point. That's really weird. Is it just me? Whatever.
right.
And depending on the mood.
And so it brings me with it's unfortunate that he passed away and that he died at the young age of 23. But the reaction from the internet is pretty hilarious. Because let's all be honest, Twomad is his legacy he's leaving behind is not one of positivity. I mean, to be honest, the guy was kind of a big piece of trash. Again, it sucks that he died. I'm not trying to make light of that, but I'm not going to pretend that he was a good person.
Never forget, assholes live forever. Even when we die, people still talking about us, keeping our memory alive, passing it down for generations.
By any means, any stretch of the word, just because he has passed. And you can go on Twitter and just kind of see what people have said. They've been...
No, I'm not going to go on Twitter. That place is a cesspool. People say the most hateful thing because you can be anonymous. It doesn't take much to open a Twitter account.
Bringing up how he's been playing Overwatch for the past 5 days after his death because, well, and from that, you got like this. Twomad in his apartment overdosing as Overwatch queue keeps looking for matches to drop.
Oh, no.
This is how it feels to log in and see a Twomad died.
Oh my God. No.
See, this is what I find humorous is that these people are doing exactly what he was doing, but these people somehow feel justified as if they were the victims of these posts that he was just shit posting on the internet. It's madness to me that people will just justify this. Anyways.
So you really have two types of people. You got the people that are like either like don't really know too much about it, and they're like being like, "Oh man, R.I.P. man, you're a fantastic creator. You'll always be missed. I loved you." And then the people who kind of kept up with everything, they're like, So we also have a tweet on the day of Twomad's reported that he died.
I thought you were like a 2 or 5 where you kind of just didn't care. I'm guessing you're like an 8 or a 9, homie.
Jameskii here. Now, Jameskii's a YouTuber. He's got over 2 million followers. Does a lot of gaming compilation videos. Had this to say about Twomad. I can finally say it. Twomad was a rapist and a pedophile.
Oh.
Over the past few years, he tried to murder.
Why do these cowards always say this shit after someone dies? Right? How come he says it after he dies? This is like the Me Too movement. Let me say it like years and years after when nothing can be done. Just to throw dirt on his name. This guy's a coward. Bro, you could have brought it up when he was alive.
Murdered me multiple times for helping the police and detectives in multiple states to investigate a lot of horrible things he's done. He wanted to take out multiple innocent lives by getting behind a wheel and going head on freeway while being high on illegal drugs. He didn't succeed once as he overdosed before killing anyone, so he tried it again. So apparently this wasn't his first
He's actually
overdose
done
problem.
this?
Well, let me get finished reading it and we'll talk about this.
Okay.
Despite him trying to murder me and multiple innocent lives, I've been trying to help law enforcement to make sure he's safe, doesn't get hurt, and doesn't harm anyone. Please remember that he's a rapist and a pedophile. He continued to prey on the vulnerable even after the police got involved, including a 13-year-old in a mental hospital. The tragedy doesn't excuse any of his actions. I'll address a lot of this stuff when I fully collect my thoughts. Past few months been a total mess. The reason I ended up in the ER. Please give me time. And so my initial reaction to reading this was, that seems like something that you should have talked about when the man was alive. You know, I don't know if there's...
Right? Like, it's the cowards just coming out saying it after he dies. Like, what, were you afraid? Yeah, you were. You were afraid.
Some legal things are going on if he's working with the police and can't talk about it. But I mean, if someone was trying to murder me, everybody would know.
Oh, heck yeah.
Everybody would know if someone was trying to kill me. So apparently he's going to bring out more of this, maybe some receipts, maybe like anything substantial. But say that Rubber Ross also added to the story here. Which he quoted and said, "This is a lot, but yeah, I witnessed firsthand Twomad's threats on James' life during TwitchCon. He couldn't even go home because he knew his address and was en route to Vegas after threats. He had to use our hotel room to hide out while waiting for law enforcement." So that gives like another, another person coming in and being like, "Hey, yeah, dude was like this happened, you know."
They're both in the gaming community as far as YouTube goes, right? Like gaming space.
Yeah.
Wow. I can only imagine what had to happen.
What is this, Action Man? Like, talking all this shit? I bet that's what happened. He talked all this shit, and Two Man's like, yeah, well, I'm gonna say it to your face, and an Action Man calling the police.
Like, in game to get mad enough. Like, that's it, bro. I'm coming to your house.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Man, I
saying.
don't know. It's Twomad on Valentine's Day 2024.
Oh,
So this is actually this is actually him. So there was a meme that went around. It's called the Good Night Girl meme.
No, we couldn't Skype tonight, but that's all right. Good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
That was a extremely popular clip that got spread around for a long time. But yeah, so they've taken that and yeah. It sucks that he's died. I hate for anyone to pass away, but at the same time, it's kind of like if the allegations that they're saying about him are true, then I don't think we're missing out on anything, you know?
Right. So dude posted that, like, he'll follow up later. He needs time. That was today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, how about we deal with the Epstein flight logs? But whatever, dude, I digress. This guy's much worse politician or celebrity could possibly ever do. We should go after these people, so then the little man could feel like they made a difference.
At the time of this recording, that was today.
Yeah, I still want to tar and feather the administration. Like, who am I voting for this year? Tar and feather 2024. There's no other choice. What, you gonna vote for Trump and Newsom? You gonna vote for RFK and Haley? Come on, man. Oh, it's February 17th when I'm recording this.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 hours ago.
I almost want to, like, keep up with this. You know what I'm saying? And, like, see what he says later.
Yeah.
Just to follow it. I don't know, man. Like, I feel involved now, and I'm like, oh, what the heck happened?
Yeah, it's like I said, the first
Why
time
do you feel involved?
I woke up this morning and read the tweet, and I had like a mental rant about just YouTubers in general in my head, because there's a lot of crap that goes on behind.
So from what I can tell, is a lot of people are taking his antics and shit posting personally, and they're deciding that it's upon them to deliver justice by being the sword of vengeance, which is insane to me. I don't know anything about this guy. I've seen maybe 1 or 2 clips that he showed, or I recognize his face in like 1 or 2 things. I don't know who he is. All I know is he was shitposting and people got really, really upset. And people are talking about him now after the fact. Just shows you how powerful he was. So rest in peace to that guy.
The scenes, but content creators are so precious about their own careers that they will like sit on valuable information and like illegal stuff,
Right.
to avoid anything that might, you know, splash back on them and like hurt their own careers. And I'm aware of stuff like that not anything that I need to come out and talk about, but I'm aware that that's just how people are when it comes to it, because it's always after something happens or someone else calls it out first that everyone's like, oh yeah, me too, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly wish that
Damn.
the community, the content creator community in general, would just be more aggressive about when people are doing wrong and they know it, instead of worrying about themselves.
You mean like what I was doing on Twitch, constantly getting banned? What happened to me on Instagram? Constantly getting banned, just calling out the people in charge, letting everyone know. But guess what? You know why other people aren't me tooing? Because they see me getting out of the way. They're like, oh, there's competition gone. Now to suck on Twitch's balls and maybe I can get ahead. It's a rat race.
Yeah, just be up front.
Yeah. It's like such and such is doing this. Oh no, I better keep it a secret.
Until way too late.
It's
You know?
a very disconnected. I mean, I know you guys probably watching you can't really relate to what I'm talking about, but it is a real thing that content creators will just look the other way when they know bad things are happening, because maybe the person doing it is more popular than them. Maybe the person they're trying to network with that person. You know.
Yeah, this is exactly it. Me, no allegiance, bro. You're a pedophile. You're grooming people at Twitch. Once I found out, bro. That's what I was talking about. When Twitch mods would come in, it's like, what? Who are you to tell me I'm not allowed to wear a shirt? You guys are grooming children. Like, your upper executives are child diddlers. And the top streamers are involved in sex work and sex trafficking. It's insane. But then, you don't hear any other streamer talk about it. But then before that, there were plenty of other cases, and I was trying to bring that to light because a lot of the chicks would always come to me and be like, "Hey, can you try to expose this guy? Can you try to expose Raj Patel? Can you try to expose Claw? Can you try to expose I forget a lot of those people, but yeah, a lot of them like Cook Sucks. That guy's also part of the little kid fan club, if you know what I mean.
There's all these like crappy reasons to go into it, and so that's what I thought at first. But then the story's been backed up, and so I am curious to see like where it goes and like what I want to see some receipts. I want to know what's going on. So we'll follow up with that. I wasn't even really going to make a video about it. Then I started looking at all these responses and everything, and it's like logging onto Twitter and seeing Twomad's dead, and everybody's just dancing. I'm like, oh my god.
See, this is insane to me.
Like,
this is madness.
This is everywhere.
It's like
What a
God.
mixed bag. Well,
I think a majority of it is a majority of it is like woo, but then there's the people in there, of course, they're like, oh, but he died, and you know, no matter what, we have to feel bad. No,
you don't have to feel bad. Whatever, people die.
It's unfortunate.
Not a big deal.
He didn't live long enough to make amends or make it better or even pay for the crimes that he's committed. But at the same time, allegedly, of course, but at the same time, may have saved more potential victims. Who knows? Either way, he's dead. R.I.P. That's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. So my friends. I love you. See you next time. Bye-bye.
He did nothing to me. I got nothing against him. It's just one person's word versus another. And the fact that they're bringing it up after he died, I have no idea who he is. I don't understand why the internet is rejoicing that he's dead, as if he caused them harm. Only dead fish go with the stream. Yeah, only dead fish go with the stream. So these people are just going along with whatever narrative it is. It's kind of crazy that people just jump onto this. But yeah, whatever. He did nothing to me. I have no idea about him. Maybe he pissed off people with his anti-transgenderism, but who cares, dude? People say awful things to me. Go watch my last video where people are really upset at me accusing Los Pollos, right? But what's funny is tonight, you can actually go watch his VOD, 17th February. Go read the chat. It's a bunch of people calling him a groomer and a pedo. It's kind of hilarious. So I don't know why these people are so mad at me for calling it how I see it. Like I'm not allowed to have an opinion, as if I haven't been invited doing lines of cocaine with Twitch executives and partners at a karaoke bar. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. I don't know, trash talk. I try to respond. I don't really mind. I think it's funny. When someone says something really mean to me, I'm just like, haha, we're talking shit to each other. That's fine. Well, let me say some shit back. And then it's a dialogue, right? Anyways, have a good one.